Hello, everybody, and welcome to TJ's Lego Room. Today, I'm excited to show you something that you've already seen before. But as anybody who's familiar with my channel knows, even if it's something you've seen before, sometimes there are extra little details, little story bits that I throw in to make it a little interesting. But today, we're a little bit in between some other builds. And so I decided to release a new set of instructions for you guys. And those set of instructions are for the high-speed tread tank. I love this craft. I really, really, really like this ship. And I'm going to be showing you some comparisons to the ships that inspired this build while I talk to you real quick. So again, the instructions are available on RubricaBuild.com. Hopefully the link is down below in the description, which I'm pretty excited about. This ship was inspired by many different Star Wars ships, and luckily, because of last week's puzzle build, building the AAT, I now have enough ships to kind of show you most of the inspirations for this thing. The only one that I'm not going to be showing you is the All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer, the ATTE, which the only thing that inspired that was the open air cockpit of the turret. I mean, that's really all that inspired that, is that you could see the guy running the main gun. Other than that, I'm going to be showing you some of the inspiration between those things. So for those of you who were part of the live stream last week, you may know that I came down with the COVID. I done got the COVID. Done got sick. And unfortunately, that really affected my ability to stream last week. I really had a hard time with this puzzle build for this AAT. But looking back on it and looking through it with a little bit clearer head, I think this set is probably the most difficult that I've ever done as far as trying to build something as a puzzle build. It's so weird that this little ship here, this little tank, really didn't have enough pictures for me to figure it out. Now, given enough time, I would have been able to approximate something pretty close, I think. But I was tired. The stream was getting a little old, and I couldn't think of things to talk about, unfortunately. I had a whole list of things, and I'm going to share some of those today. But yeah, COVID really messed me up. Really, really knocked me out. So luckily, as of Monday, I believe I'm in the clear as far as being contagious and not being able to go out in public. So hopefully we'll be back in business and somewhat back to normal on Monday. Today I'm actually feeling pretty good too. My fever's gone and everything. It's really good. I wanted to share with you guys also that I'm going to be doing a new podcast with my brother-in-law, Scott. And he and I are both huge Star Wars nerds. And we both have small children, and so we called our podcast the Raising Nerds Podcast, which is really fun. We are having a lot of fun with it. We have several episodes up now for you guys to check out. It's pretty fun. Mostly right now, we're just reviewing different episodes of The Mandalorian Season 2. I think we'll go back and review Season 1 when we're done with this, but we haven't totally made that decision yet. We have our latest podcast about the latest episode of The Mandalorian comes out every Wednesday, the Wednesday after. So if you want to hear our thoughts about Chapter 14 of The Mandalorian, it's going to come out on next Wednesday. So it's going to be pretty exciting. I think last time I showed this high-speed tread tank, I did not have an AAT built. I also didn't have this tread speeder from the Pasaana Speeder Chase. I think I got that after the fact. We puzzle built this, actually, didn't we? So, yeah, you can go back. This Pasaana Speeder Chase was a pretty recent acquisition. So it's pretty fun. Woohoo! I don't mind the new speeder. I have seen some really awesome mocks to replace this tread speeder and make it a little bit more accurate, not nearly as bulky. I may do a couple of those mods and share with you what I think about them and if I think they're worth you trying out. But in the meantime, let's move on to the next inspiration for this thing. So yeah, I do have our latest episode will come out Wednesday about Mandalorian chapter 14. Spoiler alert, we both absolutely freaking loved that episode. I apologize to all my viewers that are not in a position to be able to watch The Mandalorian or get Disney Plus. Gosh, that stinks. I'm really sorry. What you could do, I mean, you could listen to the podcast and kind of get the gist of stuff. We don't go through it scene by scene and talk about exactly what happens, but we do basically comment on the entire show line by line at times, which is kind of fun. So I think I showed this last time I did the high speed tread tank, but yeah, the inspiration for here was just in the front, just having the kind of tread looking things. On the cross section for this thing, it actually shows treads underneath the whole thing. But I'm not sure if that's actually still canon or not, or if they went completely hovering on it. So it's kind of nice though. I like this thing. And then the guns on the side, obviously. Definitely an inspiration. All right. Well, before I let you guys go, there is just one more story I'd like to share with you guys. All right, there's no way to talk about this other way than just to do it. I was a real jerk to somebody, and they put me in my place. Krispy Kreme is a donut shop in the United States and possibly overseas. I'm not sure, but Krispy Kreme is a donut shop. They make amazingly good donuts. My personal opinion, I think they're the best donuts out there, and that's just my opinion. You don't have to take it as gospel. Like everything else I say, it's usually opinion. I was in line for a special. They had a buy one, get one free dozen donut special. And my wife and I, we love Krispy Kreme. They're absolutely great donuts. Our kids love them too. And so we conspired together to get a bunch of these donuts. So I get in line. Everybody else is thinking the exact same thing. If there's a coupon, buy one, get one free. Yeah, we're totally doing it. So we're sitting in line for like half an hour. And we come up to the intersection closest to the Krispy Kreme in the mall parking lot. And it's a four-way stop. Well, a guy comes in off the main street. And most of the people, when they came in, they'd go straight through and come around and get in line. Well, this guy cuts in front of me. Not only was he cutting in line, but he also, it's a four-way stop. You wait until the person who got there before you goes. No, he just jumped in as soon as he could. You know, he's in a hurry, whatever. Well, I did something stupid. I got out and I tapped on his window, and I know COVID. I know I didn't have it at the time. I tap on his window. I step back from the window so I'm not, spitting in his face or whatever. But I spit a little bit when I talk. But he rolls down his window. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You just totally cut in line. There's a line that's half an hour long behind you. Come on. And he says, oh gosh, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I'm like, really? Just look. I mean, it's even a four-way stop. You weren't even supposed to go in front of me. Even if you were interpreting it wrong and didn't see the line, you were still supposed to wait for me. Well, he just pretended to be stupid, right? Well, I just go back to my car. I just go back to my truck. I had a coworker in the truck with me, and we start bashing this guy, talking about what an idiot he was. So we get up, we order our donuts, we go to the checkout, to the window. They hand us our donuts and say, the guy in front of you just paid for your donuts. I hate it when people show me up and are better people than me. Well, along with the donuts that he paid for us, thank you. I know he'll probably never see this, but they also handed me a note that said, I really had no idea. Have a great day. And it made me think about all the instances in my life where I've been able to forgive people because they didn't have any idea. Because they legitimately just made a mistake. And that's fine. And I'm able to forgive that. But then I thought even further about it. And I said, you know what? Why was that such a big deal for me at all to confront this guy? And I realized that I just get worked up about stuff like that, about other people. And sometimes people are stupid. And hey, some people are legitimately mean to you. Some people legitimately want to just really wring your neck or really just irk you. They want to be mean to you. And what does that have to do with how I treat them? And I'm the kind of guy who's always reciprocated. When you do something mean to me, I'll do something mean to you. If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. But I think I'd like to change that. I think no matter what people are to me, I think I'd like to be like this guy. If I make a legitimate mistake, personally, me, I would love them to forgive me, but I should go out of my way to make it better, right? And if somebody's even just having a bad day and taking it out on me, maybe I can figure out a way to just let that go and still be the better man and make that step forward to make their day a little bit better. Even if, by all objective accounts, they don't deserve it. I think maybe I need to correct that in my head. Instead of doing things that people deserve, do things that I should do to be a good person. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought that was a neat story. And having Thanksgiving last week, I was actually going to share on the live stream, and I was totally out of it. If you watch that thing, you can tell. It was pretty bad. I ran out of things to talk about. I couldn't keep up with the stream to save my life. And then the puzzle build, I totally blew it and couldn't do it anyway. So anyway, again, the instructions are on Rebrickable.com. I'm really excited for the next couple of weeks. We're going to be doing a puzzle build and then showing off the Sentry tank, which is going to be done. I'm really excited. But until then, I hope you guys have a great week. If you want to see the original video, you can hear me talk through a lot of the reasons behind why I designed it that way and the specific design choices that I made, which are pretty fun. And once again, for all the people out there who doubted me, yes, you can have a high-speed treaded vehicle. If these little guys, if these little tread speeders can go 100 miles an hour in the sand, then yes, I say that in Star Wars, they figured out treaded technology and can totally make a high-speed tread tank. I know a lot of you guys don't care, but there were a couple people who were like, high speed, really? And I was like, yeah, it's Star Wars. Star Destroyers, really? I have fun. We have tons of fun, and it's all in good jest and good humor. So thanks guys so much. I know this has been a little bit rambling today, but I hope you guys had fun hanging out with me today. Get to know me a little bit better. And if you really want to hang out with me more, go check out the Raising Nerds podcast. You might enjoy it. If you like Star Wars, if you like The Mandalorian, if you like me, you might enjoy it. So until next time, play well. We'll see you later. Bye.